This segment of Panther Sports Talk is brought to you by CFU, the power of service.
In early April, the UNI women's basketball team received some fantastic news from the NCAA. The Panthers' 2011 MVC Player of the Year, Jacqui Kalin, was granted a 6th year of eligibility after missing last season with a torn ACL. Brad Wells reports on Jacqui's fight back from a severe injury and how her return will impact this year's team.
It's definitely tough. You know, the injury happens a lot, but you never really understand what it's like until you go through it. And I never forget, Coach Nelson always tells me it's a marathon, not a sprint, because I know right out of surgery I just wanted to do as much as I can and get back as soon as possible. But I think the hardest part to understand was that it is a marathon, which means it tested my patience.
After missing the entire 2011-2012 basketball season from tearing her ACL in a scrimmage with teammates before the season's practices kicked off, Jacqui Kalin has undergone a challenging rehabilitation effort to get back on the court as a UNI Panther.
She had some struggles early on, which isn't uncommon by any means. Getting just the full range of motion is always a struggle for some people. But otherwise, she worked super hard. She was in there multiple times per day doing her stretching, doing her strengthening, and stayed right on target throughout the rehab. We don't let them start running until the 3-month point, and that's just for the safety of the ACL graft and making sure they can go from there. And then we wait to the 4-month point to let them start doing functional activities. So the first 3 months is really just strengthening and getting the range of motion back, getting the balance, and starting to feel comfortable with the knee, making sure the knee starts to feel normal again.
During last season, Jacqui would do rehab drills with the UNI athletic training staff while the rest of her team was practicing.
Most people who re-tear their ACL during the rehab process, it happens around the 8 to 10 week point, because that's when they start to feel really good, they want to do stuff, and the graft isn't quite ready for it. So you really have to just really stress to them that it's really important that no matter how good you feel, your graft is not ready to do that stuff yet.
And I think that's probably where I grew the most, is just being patient and doing the little things daily, knowing that in the long run it'll pay off.
You know, the first day we let her shoot, it was a matter of, let's let you shoot for 5 minutes. And once, you know, she got the ball back in her hands, 5 minutes wasn't enough. So I had to be very specific with her. You know, this is exactly how many shots you can take today. This is exactly how long you can run. Because she was going to do everything I let her do and maybe a little bit more.
In Jacqui's mind, her rehab started the day after her surgery, creating an image in her teammates' mind that with the right support system and determination, anything is possible.
You never saw her down, and if you did, it was never around the team, you know? So she always kept that to herself. She always kept it in. She worked so hard just to get back, did extra stuff on top of what the team was doing at the time, and it's just really inspiring.
She decided that she's going to buck the trend, and you know, she's not going to have the lingering effects of what the ACL injury can do. And from her rehab to what she's done, I mean, she's had some setbacks, I'm sure more mentally than physically, but I mean, she really is someone that she wanted to make sure come October for the first official practice that she was going to be ready to go, and she certainly was.
She's put in the work, she's put in the time, and she's every bit as good as she was. But people have to understand it takes time. You lose rhythm when you set out, especially a year. It's going to take her a little bit of time to get herself back in that rhythm, but it will not take her long.
I feel so thankful and blessed for all the people that helped me along the way, that checked up on me from time to time and gave me the support I needed to make it through.
We'll have more next week on how Jacqui's drive to get back on the court and how she used her season on the bench to be more prepared for this season.